What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out Overdrive by I Am of Monster X. Very, very excited. I absolutely loved his work, specifically on the last album that we checked out. Songs like Crescendo and Beautiful Liar, which was the title track. I absolutely am in love with his style, with his delivery, with the oomph that he delivers, his verses. I just really, really love his charisma and just in general, Monster X. Even though I wasn't able to react to as much of them as I would like, it's still something that I hope to do in the future as far as like a spotlight reaction, kind of like focus on a couple of their title tracks as a group. But for now, I just really adore these guys, and I've tried to check out, the title tracks, the last album that they had. I reacted to it. Juhani's latest solo project, which included the title track, which I thought was, in my opinion, is one of the best songs of the year. And Kihyun, I hope I didn't butcher his name, but his solo project, I believe it was it last year? Has it already been that long? But the title track, we checked it out as well. So I'm very, very excited about this one. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. Love the aspect ratio. Damn. Deep down on my part, I feel alive. Hold up. Oh my. Oh my god. I nodded a babe, someday I gotta chase, yeah. And for display, all for the surface, yeah. Even you were too sure. All I want is you, but if I'm turning blue, 지금이 아니면 절대 안 되는 내 기분. 이 모든 건 지나가는 한순간일 뿐. 이미 알아, cause I make myself overused. Hundred bag full of racks, lonely for my next. 허그질란 말이야, 그 충격이 필요해. To the west side effects. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Running on my lane, yeah. Asking all the time. Oh, what the fuck was that? All of these guys coming at them, is that like, they're all wearing helmets? Is like, is it like his own like personal demons and stuff that send him into overdrive? Like, there's a lyric saying, hit me harder because I make myself overused. And I love the production on the vocals, as it's almost like some of the vocals, it almost feels like he's crying for help. Like, that's kind of like the effect that is creating, which was also really, really interesting. Holy, the beginning with the truck and him like kind of like merging with the truck as like there's like the special effect happening on his face, as it's almost like tearing him apart or something. All I want is new, even if I'm turning blue. Blue from being overused and basically getting choked, like blue dead in the body, or blue feeling blue depressed. I'm kind of, even your touche. Touche is usually what, interesting. I ain't nothing to pay, something you gotta chase. Interesting. And for display, all for the surface, yeah. Even you were too sure. Nice. Like these productions on the production on the vocals here sounds like crying, right? Blue flames? This, what? Oh my god, the fucking, wait, no, what the fuck?
He's about to knock me out, and not just for the visuals. Hola. Oh. Damn. Chirping on my back, so that's like demons or haters or something. I'm pop champagne to make it rain. I cannot contain what's in my brain. Drive me insane, do this again. For yesterday, running all night. Oh my god. Let's think of, holy shit, this song is a fucking trip. I ain't popping champagne until I make it rain, like until I make the money or something. Like, I'm not celebrating unless I get the victory. And victory is not something that I pay for, I chase it. Which you like, not paying for something, chasing it, something like that. He said in the beginning, in the previous section. Damn. I'm pop champagne to make it rain. Oh my god. Drive me insane, do this again. For yesterday, running all night. Holy shit. Deep down on my body, feel alive. 이 mind it harder to let go. Spitting on my line, go overdrive. Damn, the CGI is absolutely amazing here. This is a cool symbolism. That was a cool, holy shit, it just slowed down. We'll take it back. I promise we'll take it back. The fact, like, the truck is him, all of the vehicles are him running out of control, keeps on crashing, rather, not crushing. He also keeps on crushing too, but the engine and everything is in overdrive. It's almost like the hard work that I put in is driving me to a point of destruction. Hit my engine harder till I die, like going basically 200 miles an hour until I die. Even if there's a block in front of me, I'm not going to stop, which might kill me, but I will die happy knowing that I lived my life to the absolute fullest. And I like also like feeling overused, like as far as like being overworked, like giving it everything that I have to a point where the cars are crashing. He's driving what looks like at the end there a bulletproof car, and it's driving out of control. He's bruised up. I'm pretty sure that he was even bleeding or something, but he still puts it in the next gear, which is like a representation of his hard work and him never stopping. Like, you cannot fucking stop me no matter how hard you try. That's fucking amazing. I would like to think that all the guys that are around him are like representation of either the demons in his head or haters that are never going to stop him. And even talking about not having a time for my friend, I don't even have time to run away from my own thought. Like, I don't have time to actually run from the chaos. I'm running straight ahead into the madness that is kind of like my life or something. So I'm going all in basically. Damn. And the truck, oh my god, like his bulletproof car is on top of the truck, in the truck. Like the CGI, especially the nighttime CGI, it's much easier to sell that as realistic. As the second it went into the daytime, you could see that the car is a little bit CGI-ish because it's much easier to mask something as realistic during nighttime, whereas you immediately, your eye catches that something is not natural during the daytime because of like the car being a little bit too matte. Like there's like this matte finish on it. There's all kinds of shadows that are not like, it looks a little bit too perfect. but I still appreciate them going there with the daytime, and it still looked realistic enough. Plus, it was a very quick shot for you to not really to dwell too much on it, as I do now. I'm sorry. The song is a fucking trip.
Spitting on my line, go overdrive. Yeah, que foda ça.
Oh,
Deep down on my body, feel alive. In my head, you know until I die.
damn.
Spitting on my line, go overdrive. Yeah.
And he's on. Oh my god, it just slowed down. Oh my god. And he ended up on being on top of the building, like a landing spot. So it looked like for helicopters or something. And there's like all these solar panels or something. Like he's powered by the sun or something. I'm not sure. But he's on top of the car because he is the fucking car. The car is a representation of the engine that is inside of him, basically. And him just, he ended up being at the top. Regardless, he's on the top of the building, he's on top of the mountain. But the buildings around him, it almost feels like there are buildings that are taller. So it's like I have still ways to go in a way, so I can still go higher. So it's like my road here, the chapter here is finished. Maybe that's to represent the release of this album. Like I climbed that mountain, or climbed that building, and I came up on top because I overworked myself. I gave it everything that I fucking had. And like this whole ride in this music video and everything that he goes through, whether it's the guys in black, the guys that are jumping out of the buildings, it's almost like a representation of demons in his head, haters, and the whole drive and him like blasting through the road towards the end. You see like the road is basically destroyed. That's his lane, as he's talking about going in my own lane. Is like a representation of the road that the bumps in the road that happened for him to get to the point where he is now, where he gets to release this album. Like he went overdrive in order to get into this and get this album to be made, which is fucking amazing. Like visually, the song was so fucking incredible. And he says, deep down on my body, I feel alive. So deep down within me, with all of the chaos that I'm showing in this song, in the lyrics or in this music video, there's still that fire that propels me to go further. So even though I'm feeling like I'm overused, I'm in overdrive mode and whatnot, I still want this so much, and I ended up being on top of that car, on top of the fucking building, which I thought was really, really amazing. And like there's like a security, like a speed camera catching him, and I can make out what it says. Turning blue. Oh, okay, turning blue. Interesting. He's going 120 kilometers per hour, so he's going incredibly fast. Turning blue, much like the lyrics said, turning blue too. But I'm not sure if it's turning blue because like I'm getting choked to the point of unconsciousness, like I'm overdrived, or turning blue. I'm not sure if it relates somehow to the album. There's another song. Not really sure what is the specific meaning of turning blue, but to me, like turning blue is like getting out of, basically not having any more air. Turning blue, almost like blue in the face, literally, which I thought was absolutely incredible. And him saying, I cannot contain what's in my brain. It drives me insane, and I do this again. I don't think that this is not his first album, right? So could that be a reference to that? Also, hello, abs. Sorry. No point in talking. You cannot comprehend my vision. You're not in a hurry, then see it because I'm moving. Yeah. Before you, man, the scene with all of the guys around him, it's almost like he's kind of like stuck in that. Maybe at one point in time he was stuck in that lane, but yet before everyone could get caught up to him, he blasted right through. So like this is a true representation of like his vision and doing something that only he can do in terms of like this concept. Even I thought this was absolutely amazing. I do feel like him being dragged on the floor, on the asphalt, was really, really interesting in terms of like being in that point of feeling absolutely crushed, much like the truck in the beginning was absolutely dismantled from the wreckage. It's almost like a representation of like the blood, sweat, and tears that go into his project and in his life just in general. So I thought that was a really amazing representation of his character and his determination. This song was fucking amazing. Like I'm gonna this is a mixture of a song that I would put in almost like a night drive kind of playlist, but at the same time, there's a little bit of a hype vibe kind of thing happening in the song, and I love the production on the vocals, especially as he's being dragged. It's almost like a representation of him like crying for help. Like that's kind of like the feeling that I get when I hear those vocals, almost as if like somebody is very, very emotional telling you about their pain. That's kind of like this. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm not sure if that's the actual meaning, but I do love the different plays on the productions, on the actual vocals. It adds so much texture. It doesn't feel just I want to do this because that's the cool thing to do, like to add autotune and all that kind of stuff. It felt like it had a purpose more so than something that I wanted to mask, because he doesn't need to mask his vocals unless he wants to portray a specific feeling. So this was gritty, this was groovy, this was bouncy, this was a fucking vibe. It was hype as fuck too. Like it had all of these incredible elements, and the video on top of it all is fucking awesome. These are just my thoughts and my interpretation of this based on the first watch. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. If there's any more meaning to it, please let me know as well. Feel free to do so in the comment section too. And yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See ya.